Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Sunday's Perfect Podcast. I'm Angie, also known as Sundaisy920, and you can see her, but Hope is wound up this morning. But thank you for joining me. Welcome any new viewers, and thank you to all those that are returning viewers. Welcome. And today might be a little bit longer since it's been 2 weeks and I have quite a few purrs. But let's see. I'm looking at my show notes. We have a little news in the scratch and post and a new knit along. I don't have that much in my claws right now, but I got a couple things to show you. And I have something off my claws. And of course, like I said, I have quite a few purrs. And then I will have somebody in the sun batch. So let's get started. Okie dokie. Let's see, scratching post. I've been thinking about a new knit along, and with Christmas coming up, I thought, like a Christmas knit along for your gifts or whatever, and it'll be 3 months long. It'll be September, October, and November, and there will be a prize, maybe two, depending on how many people participate on your prizes. But so whatever you're gift knitting, then yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still deciding about my gift knitting, so kind of hoping maybe I'll have some ideas. So I just thought that would be a good way to help get us all started on our gift knitting or spinning or weaving or anything with something. Crocheting. I'm sorry, crocheting. So that was my idea for the next knit along, and I'll have a thread open to post pictures and whatnot. And let's see what else. Oh, I'm also going to be switching so from the host that I use now to get on iTunes. They're a little bit more expensive, so I'm switching to WordPress. So I'm hoping that goes smoothly, but we shall see. But the new blog is sundaysiesperfectpodcast.com, and like I said, I hope to just be able to switch it over, no problem, but we'll see. And oh, as y'all know, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that me and my husband went to San Antonio last weekend, and we went for a toe convention show, and I took my little gnome back there now, and he took some pictures around San Antonio, and we had a nice time. We did go see a movie, an IMAX movie, Elysium, I think is what it's called. I personally didn't care for it. It had like shaky camera. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I can't take that shaky camera. It just, ugh. Yeah, it was so bad at one point. I was like, I had my head down, and my husband said, "Are you going to sleep?" I'm like, "No, I can't look at the screen." Then you're in an IMAX, the screen's like way bigger. That does not help. So I think in the storyline was okay, but overall I did not enjoy it. So I mean, you may like it, but if you have any issues with a shaky camera like me, just be warned. It's bad. Like it's probably, it's when they're walking. It was like, ugh. I didn't care for it. I don't know. And I guess about all. Oh, and unfortunately I didn't get to meet Lauren of the Limit Crochet Podcast. We just couldn't. She had gone to visit her family in Austin, and it just didn't work out, but maybe next time. We're not that far, and I know I've been to San Antonio a million times, so maybe another time. And I guess that's it. Oh, in case y'all are wondering about Jake, my old cat, he's doing really well, actually. He's eating a lot better now, and he's just doing a lot better, so I'm happy. So, anyways, I guess that's all the news I got for you on the Scratch and Post. So, we will get to what's on my clothes. Oh, sorry. Alrighty, I have not a lot on my clothes. I still have my poor little seaweed sock. I love the pattern, but I was watching Doctor Who, and we're rewatching, the Doctor Who, and it was the episode, if you've seen it, where Rose, I won't give anything. If you haven't seen it and you want to see Doctor Who, like, plug your ears for like a minute. But it was the episode where Rose ends up getting sucked into another world, and I got a little bit too into that episode and totally messed up my little sock. So I had to rip some out, and then I got frustrated with myself, so I put it aside for a little bit. So that's all I got right now. So, but my goal is to finish it this month. So, because it's a great pattern, it's not hard, and I like it. And then I also think I'm kind of dragging my feet because I'm scared of the afterthought heel. And I know once I get it done, I'll have to do the afterthought heel. And cutting my yarn, that is scary. But I can do it, right? Face my fears. So, anyway, that's what I got. And, of course, if you don't have this memorized yet, it's the Sideboard Crafts Room and her Osaka Lake base. And it is Atlantis colorway. And then if you remember from the last episode, I was knitting the Summer Bennett shawl. I forget the name of it, and I had got like, I don't know how many rows, like 10 maybe, and I had to frog it. This was the yarn. It's Dreamin' Color Smooshy, I believe. And I love the color, although you're not getting to see. It's like a pale pink, but it's not that pale. And it's a beautiful color, but I just did not like the feel of it or something. I don't know. I just don't think it wants to be a lace shawl. It just, I don't know. So I'll try it with something else. But so I ordered some new yarn to knit this shawl, and I'll show that to y'all in pairs. So I'll have that cast on hopefully this weekend or maybe early next week. So I had to frog that and redo it. And then the only other thing on my cloth, which I know is my sock blanket, and I don't know should I put it in on my clothes, off my clothes. It's kind of, because it's work in progress, but the little squares are finished. But I don't know if y'all really want to see it, but it is making progress. I don't really, oh I did, that's my, I finished my hitchhiker, so I used cats. And then I think I added, well, I added that one last night. So, yep, making progress. Woo. So that's all that's on my claws at the moment. And this is a small bird leg bag, and you should see like everything I got stuffed in it. I've got all kinds of yarn, I got the pattern, and I can still stuff this little bugger in there. Telling you, her bags are like the TARDIS, they're bigger on the inside. So, and yep, that's all I got for on my claws at the moment. So check out off the claw. Alrighty, I have, can you see it? Just a second. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, She was sniffing my finished hitchhiker. I took this when we went to San Antonio and knit on it in the car, and I guess I was talking to my husband, and where is it? Or looking out the window. I don't know what the heck I was doing, but I dropped a stitch and I didn't realize it, so I fixed it. Oh, okay. There's a little tiny hole in it, but can you see it? See a little hole. So, but oh well, it's not that noticeable, and I fixed it best I could. And I'm happy with it. So, it's not as long as the other one I made, but trying to do it in a beard. But no, I'm happy with it. So it's making a nice little scarf. Hope. I don't know what she's doing. She's messing with something. Anyhow, yep, that's all I got off my closet. Well, actually, I have a few other things, but they were gifts, so I can't really show them to you. Well, I can't now because I mailed them off, but they were gifts for people that I know watch the podcast. So that's all I got. So let's go check out all my purrs. Alrighty, let's get to purrs. I got a lovely card from Knitting Wolf. Isn't that cute? Thank you, Dawn. I love stuff like this. So I got a lovely card. Definitely makes you purr. And let's see. And then I have made a few purchases. If you watch Sock Bunny's, is it Knit and Fit or Fit and Knit? Knit. Her podcast, she's going to be having it along with her big leaf pie shawl. So I had wanted to order some of her lace yarn to knit her shawl with, because you know, it goes together. And I love her Please Call Box colorway. So yep, I got some of her lace weight. It's the lavender lace weight, and it's 80% superwash merino and 20% bamboo, and it's 875 yards, so that's a lot of yards. So, and it's not really showing. It's a little washed out. It's a little darker. I really like it. It's squishy and soft, and it's really. She sent like a mustache ring with the order. And here's her card. Let me. Can it go? There you go. Sock Bunny. Fit. Knit and Fit. There we go. And it's sockbunnystudio.etsy.com. So, y'all, I think it's her Lily pie shawl knit along starts in September, I think. So I need to get that other one started so I can start another lacy shawl. No, I'm not doing too much. I've never really knit lacy shawls before, so why not tackle two? And speaking of my other shawl, I ordered some yarn from Quincy & Company. There's a yellow card with the thanks. And I got, sorry, it's making all that noise. I got the Finch. That's the, I guess the base or whatever, and it is the fingering weight, and I got it in the Storm colorway. And I really like their yarn. I had knit with Sparrow. I think it was Sparrow before, and I haven't knit with Finch, but I like their yarn, and it's really not for the price. It's really good. I got 3 skeins for the shawl, and it was like under $30 with shipping, so not bad for the price. And what else did I show y'all? Oh, and then I ordered some stuff from No Makers. This is a sonic screwdriver, because I have to join the bandwagon and knit me some of those slippers. I can't for the life of me remember the name of them, but they look like squares, and then you put them on and they're like slippers, like magic. So, but this is her squishy gnome base. It's 100% superwash merino. Like I said, the colorway is sonic screwdriver. And yep, and they're going to be slippers for me and maybe somebody else. Maybe that'll be some Christmas gifts. And then I also ordered the little make a gnome kit. I got the skin tone and the hair color. So I got the. And if you haven't seen, Susan Claudina has a new little pattern out. It's a little gnome head. So yes, you'll probably be seeing a little gnome head in the future. And then I also got some buttons. I don't know if you can see them. I haven't took them out. And I got a bow tie button. And then I got, I don't know if you can see, 2 big hearts. And then I also got some little tiny hearts. So some buttons. And that was it. And then she sent this along with, I thought it was cool. It's like a bookmark. With a ruler on back. And here's her card. No Makers. It's nomakers.com. It's not really focusing very good, but of course I'll link everything in the show notes. So, and then the other thing, oh, let's go get it. Hang on a second. Be right back. When we were in San Antonio, I got 2 shirts. One was this one, Meow, we're talking. And the second one I got, Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Awesome. So, I like it. So, I do believe that is all of the purrs I have for y'all. I think, looking around, got so much stuff up here. No, I think that is it. So, I think it's enough. So, I guess I will go see if I can find a kitty or a doggy in the sun patch, and I will be right back. Alright, today we have Mr. Caramel in the sun patch. He's like, oh, woman, I was sleeping. There you go. You can see he's a Manx. My dad found him, and, well, let me back up a little bit. The first cat I ever adopted was about when I was 11, and he happened to be a Manx. But of course, at the time, I didn't realize that they were cats that didn't have tails. And so I named him Cuttail, and a real original. But he was like the first cat I ever adopted, and he was my buddy. And I remember when I first, he was a stray, and when I first started, befriending him, like my parents weren't home, I'd let him in the house, and they eventually let me keep him. But so when I saw little teeny tiny Caramel, I was like, okay, I'm keeping him. He's a Manx. So when the minute I saw him, he was like itty bitty and fitting. He was laying in this guy's hand. I was like, oh. So of course I took him, and I think he's about, I would say he's probably like 7. I think he's about 7, and he is character. He loves to drink out of the bathtub water faucet, and if he wants a drink, even though there's water elsewhere in the house, and he wants the water out of the faucet, he will get in the bathtub and meow until you're like, what are you doing? And you'll go in there and he'll just look at you like, okay, turn the water on. And he also meows when he's playing, and I don't know. And he and Matthew don't necessarily get along all the time, and when Matthew was younger, I guess he was picking on Carmel or trying to play with Carmel. I don't know, but he was irritating Carmel. And Carmel, like, just slapped him beside the head, and I didn't see it happen, but my husband did, and he said poor Matthew was like, ugh. He hit him so hard. So, Carmel is a sweetheart, and I'm trying to think if he's done anything else funny, interesting that I can think of. I can't really think of anything right now, but he's crazy. He likes to. When he was little, he could like get a little dangly thing, and he could jump really high. Forget it, pretty impressive. But yeah, that is Carmel, and he's a sweet boy. But I would also like, if we're in the sun patch. If some of y'all probably know that Dawn, Hittenwood's dog, is sick, and so if y'all pray, ask y'all to pray for little Fuji and Dawn, and they'd appreciate it. So, sending y'all both lots of love. So, I guess that's it for this week, and like I said, I am in the process of moving to a different, I don't know what you call it, host, or whatever, so I mean, hopefully it'll go smooth, but if not, I don't know, but I hope it'll go smooth. I cross my fingers. But other than that, I guess that's it for this week. I appreciate everybody who watches. Thank you. And if you haven't joined the group, please come and join. And like I said, we're gonna have a Christmas knit-along, Christmas gift knit-along, or heck, if you want to knit something for yourself for Christmas, go for it. So, there you go. So thank you again for watching, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.